Live soon. Nice. How is everybody doing? It says we have a poor connection right now. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. And since daylight savings time, I had to put this thing on the window. Which thinks, let me mute my computer real quick. There we go. I had to put this on the window so light doesn't come through and blow the screen. But, whew. Is everybody doing good? Yeah, it's been a really rough weekend, and I'll let more people get in before I get into this weekend. And then trust me, this isn't clickbait. Like, it really has been a rough weekend for us. We've just had a stretch of bad luck. It's been a cold weekend, and cold always represents not good for tropical fish and plants and shrimp, and so it could always be worse. Could always be worse. I just have to remind myself of that. But yeah. So what's going on, Jimmy? Sashimi, whiskey, Jim. He already knows. Me and him talked about it last night. But let me say hi to everyone. We got Joshua, July, David's here. Ex-Royalty Shrimp, Mr. 10, Joshua July again, Chaz's Fish Channel. We got a lot of people here. Comments are rolling in now, good. But yeah, so it's been a rough week, everybody. It started. I would say it started on Friday. Yeah, I'll give you guys a little bit longer before I get into it, but yeah, it's been, like, when I say it's actually been a rough weekend, like, it actually has been a rough weekend. So, we got over 100 people in here, so I figured that's good enough for me to start telling you guys a story. So I probably won't respond to questions for a little bit. I'm just going to go through and tell you guys what happened. I did do a video on it, so that video will be coming out on Wednesday, and you guys can see it firsthand. But it started on Friday. So Friday we get to the warehouse. I was speaking at the Erie Club, Erie, Pennsylvania, this past weekend, which that went really great. But we were kind of in a rush. Went to the warehouse, shot a quick video. Everything was going well. Packaged some shrimp up. We went down to the Erie Club, and me and the missus were kind of using it as like a weekend getaway, just because we've been working so much lately. Just get a nice hotel room, stay down there for the weekend. And the hotel that we picked, it had great ratings online, like nothing wrong with it. And I'm not like prissy, like by no means am I prissy, but we get there and it's like this rundown hotel, and it just wasn't good. I mean, there was a spider's nest in the corner, there was ants everywhere, so it's just like, no, we didn't get murdered, but it just wasn't good. So it wasn't like a relaxing place. So we ended up just checking out. We went and spoke, had a good time, saw a great fish room. Ray showed us his fish room. Blacklight. No, we didn't want to bring a blacklight to the hotel room. We just checked out and we just decided we were going to drive home that night after all was said and done. We got home about 1 o'clock, so it ended up not being a relaxing day. But, you know, it was whatever. So we ended up taking Saturday and just kind of taking it easy. This past weekend in Ohio, it's been like super duper cold. Like really cold, like teens. And so with it being so cold, I'm just like, you know what? We didn't get to stay in the hotel room. We came home. Let's just take Saturday and just relax, me and you. We'll hang out around the house, watch a movie, and just spend time together. And so that's what we did. And it came down to the end of the night. Amanda's been doing a lot with like our Instagram and Facebook. And so she's been posting a lot on there. And she was running out of pictures. So she's like, we got to go to the warehouse and get some pictures. And so I was like, well, I gotta upload a video. I actually did the interview with Christine Haw. If you guys haven't saw that, that was a great video. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, I was working on that last night, and so she goes to the warehouse by herself, and yeah, she goes to the warehouse by herself, and she calls me, and she's like, hey, Geo, which is our mascot, the tilapia that just got a 55-gallon tank. Geo, she said, he killed the catfish that was in the tank because the catfish was dead. And I'm like, well, wow, Gio's like a butthole. Like, that's crazy that he killed this catfish because they've been living together for like the past year. And so it just shocked me. Like, I was like, well, that sucks. And I was like, well, flush them, do what you got to do. And then she calls me back, like, literally 30 seconds later. And she's like, my killifish are dead. And I'm like, what? Like, how are your killifish dead? And she's like, they're all dead, and it's freezing cold in here. And she's like, I can see my breath right now. And I'm like, well, that's not a good thing. And so she hangs up the phone. She's crying. She's like not doing well at all. And so I get in the van, get all my stuff on. I actually recorded a video so you guys get to see my reaction. And so instantly I know that the furnace isn't working, which we have the whole central system in the back room on the furnace. And luckily we don't have very many shrimp in it, but we do have a lot of fish. We have like lucipinnis that she's in love with and some other things. And so so I get there, and the warehouse is at 44 degrees in the rooms that are supposed to be heated. Not the shrimp room, but the rooms that are supposed to be heated. And so I get in there, and instantly I see the dead killifish. I see the dead catfish in Gio's tank. I walk back into the back because we got all those fish back there. A handful of like the platies were dead, and just a lot of stuff. All the little lucipinnis, the little catfish, they're awesome. They require some heavy water. And hey, hey moderators, make sure you put people in timeout for just spamming things. But hi Emma, thank you for doing that. But anyway, so I get there. Yeah, a lot of stuff was not a lot of stuff, but a decent amount was dead, and so it just wasn't good. And so Amanda's really upset. Then I walked back, checked on the shrimp. They all seemed to be doing okay. And so I had to put heaters in all the tanks. Needless to say, like we lost a decent amount of fish. We were still pulling out fish this morning that were in shock and died off today. And so that really sucked. And then today we have our fish auction, which I got the YATFS shirt on. We had our local fish club fish auction. We go there and we go over to the warehouse, and we have Jeff and his family over. Jeff is my intern that really helped us out. He still helps me out. And so, hey, shout out to H2O Plants. I just saw him here. There's a lot of good people here. That's awesome. But, oh, DET Aquarium's here too. That's awesome. But anyway, back on track. Let's get back on track. So, we go to the fish auction. Jeff and his whole family come over to the warehouse. And we go into the shrimp room. I'm showing them everything. We just pulled out some dead fish because there were still some dead today. And we walk in the fish room, everything's looking good, and all of a sudden one of our tangerine tiger tanks, Amanda's like, oh, there's a dead one in here. And I'm like, what? Like, tangerine tanks have been doing great, so we look in there. We end up having like 7 dead adults. Don't know what really happened. And then I realized that room is running at 64 degrees. And you guys know that's cold. 72 degrees is ideal, and that whole room's climate controlled. And so that room's been running hot lately. And since it's been so cold, it just took a plunge. And so we lost some of the shrimp. And then I come home, like, having to clean all those dead shrimp out of a great colony. And we don't even know, like, the thing about when tanks get cold is you don't know what's really going to happen until, like, a couple days later. Because the stress is what kills them. It isn't actually the cold. The cold does kill them. But so we might realize our losses here in the next 7 days. Like, it might take that long. So now we're in like this, I don't know, this kind of scary period where it's just like we just have to see what's gonna die. And so it's a really sucky place to be. And then I get home, I come upstairs, I'm getting ready for the live stream, and I walk into this room and it is ice cold. And I'm like, what the heck? So we have like a little space heater over here, and somehow the space heater got turned off. And we have 3 shrimp tanks in here that don't have heaters in them because we keep the temperature of the room the right degree. And so now we don't know what's going to happen with these shrimp. So it's like 3 punches in the face with heat, all in the same weekend, all within 24 hours of each other. Yeah, exactly. So there's so many things that can go wrong now. And so it's like, it's just unbelievable. So it's been like one of those weekends where like nothing can go right. Like it just can't go right. Like that's I mean, that's just where it's going right now. And so, these next couple of days, we really get to pick up the pieces and kind of find out what's going to die, what's not going to die, and just kind of go from there. But the good news is this. So, we're still getting the import order in. The paperwork has been a bear, and so everything is finalized. The only thing we're waiting back for is to import, you have to have a bond. It's a $50,000 bond just in case anything goes wrong. You have to have it. We signed up for it on Tuesday. We were supposed to hear back on Friday. We didn't hear back on Friday. So, we will hear back on Monday, which is tomorrow. We should know. And then the import order will come in next Tuesday. So that's great. And set camera on thermostat and live stream. That's actually a really good idea. That's a great idea. In the future now, I'm probably going to do that. Just because it's peace of mind. But, so the positive news is this. We're getting the import order in still, which is great news. We're getting, now it's up to like 11,000 shrimp that we're getting into. And so it's going to be really cool. Wi-Fi thermostat is also a great idea. But we're getting like 11,000 shrimp in, which is going to be really fun to unbox. Kind of show you guys how imports come in. Walk you through the whole trip. I'm going to take you guys along with me. I'll probably do a live stream and kind of just show you in mid-progress. And so that's going to be a really good thing for us. It's going to be a good thing for all of us just to learn and see what's going on. The other thing is we did a Germany order. You guys saw that come in, like I think it was last week or the week before. Probably 2 weeks ago. We got a bunch of Bacter AE in. And now we got our second order of Germany stuff in. And so we have like all of the shrimp snacks from Glass Garden, some beta gluten, glucan. It might be gluten. I don't know. I'll have to look again. But yeah, so we got a lot of great stuff that came in. I actually don't know what else we ordered. I know we got some remineralizer, the GH and the KH. And so there's a lot of great things going on. There's a lot of bad things that happen, but you know, it's like I always say this, when you're getting close to the peak of the mountain, it always gets its hardest. And so like we're getting kicked in the face, we're getting beat up, we're getting chewed on and spit out, but it just means that we're getting that much closer to where we want to be. And it's all a learning process, you know. Now I know that temperature, we need to monitor it often and really be on top of it. And just make sure things like this don't happen. And so that's been the weekend that we've had. It's been rough, but I'm still here, and that's a good thing. The hour time difference, or daylight savings, I know not all of you have that. But yeah, it's been brutal. Got an hour less of sleep. I was up late because of the import order. Me and Jimmy were hanging out talking. And so it's been crazy. But let me go through and see if I can find some comments or some questions and kind of see what your guys' things are. Let's go back up to the top. Shashimi deleting messages, doing his job. He's a good moderator. Alright, so first of all, how's everybody doing? Thank you for being here. As always, I appreciate you guys. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that I have a community of thousands of people that support me and look out for me. So thank you for all of you for helping me. That's just awesome. I'm glad you guys are here to share this burden with me. So like when I feel like everything's going wrong, I have you guys to lean on. So you guys really help me out. But let's go through and find some questions. Let's see. Roma Aquatics says, how are the Royal Blues? The Royal Blues are doing good. Right now we have a mixture of 10 tanks that are either Royal Blue or Black Tigers. And so we have a lot of potential with them, a lot going on. We lost that one tank, which was not good. That was like my original tank. And we still have a lot of the babies from that tank, but it still sucked to lose them. So Royal Blues are doing good. They're rebounding. It's just going to take some time to grow them out and make sure we have a steady population of them before we start selling them again. Let's see. Heater problems are the worst. What the fish? Ask this. Heater problems are the worst. I had a heater go crazy recently and almost cooked my fish. Yeah, so we actually, this is what sucks. So I always recommend do not keep a heater in your tank, just because like they do go bad. Things go wrong with them. They can cook your fish. They can, the temperature swings in them. It's just not good for shrimp. So I do just whatever the room temperature is. And this weekend it's bit me in the butt in 3 different situations. So if you guys didn't hear that story, I'm sure I'll go over it again towards the end. If not, Wednesday I have my update video coming out, and I made videos of the whole thing, so you guys will be able to see that firsthand, and you'll actually see my first reaction when I walk in and realize just all the craziness that happened. So X Royalty Tiger says, Love Diesel and DET Aquarium, it would be awesome to do a collab. DET Aquarium is actually Daryl. I consider him a really good friend. We definitely talk back and forth. He's busy. I'm sure he's busy this time of the year, but I would love to do a collab with Daryl. I'd also love to do a collab with Mark Shrimp Tanks and Lucas Bratz, and kind of just bring a lot of shrimp minds together. I did a collab with Christine Haw, which is a... oh, the shrimp lights just came on. Christine Haw. Actually, real quick, honey, do you mind turning this side tank off? Just so it doesn't glare the screen. I got Amanda with me. If she feels comfortable to get on screen, I'll have her tell her side of the story, because she was actually the first one to find the heater problem, and it was just crazy. But yeah, anyway, I would love to collab with DET Aquarium, all you guys, Mark Shrimp Tanks. I think that would be great. But do check out the interview I did with Christine Haw. She's just an awesome person, really good for the hobby. She's been a little inactive lately on her channel, but all in all, just a great person, and really enjoyed having her on. Tim NC1 said, get a Wi-Fi thermostat that alerts you when the temp gets to a certain point, up or down. I think, honestly, that is a great idea. I have Wi-Fi, so I don't know why I wouldn't do it. And so I probably will do that. So Daryl said, I know you want to, Rob. But yeah, so I'd love to collab with Daryl. Temperature alert, Wi-Fi thermostat, everyone. Yep, great advice. See, my problem is the opposite. One summer, my cooling turned off and my house was 113 degrees. When we got back one day later, it was 125 outside, and like all my fish were dead. I feel you. Good luck. That was a fish in the corner, so that hurts. That really does. Emma, you like saying hi. I hope, hi. That's funny. But, yeah, so let's see what else we got. If you guys have any questions about this weekend, like if you guys are just turning in and kind of want to hear what happened, feel free to drop the comments. I'll eventually get to them. I want to try to not miss any questions this week, because last week I was a little off. I missed a decent amount of questions. LOL59 haha said, what happened again? I'm late. So if you guys are just turning in, I'll give you guys the quick version. And here's what happened. We went out of town. I actually didn't tell you guys this part. I turned the furnace off in our warehouse because I was shooting a video, and it makes like this loud rattling noise, and it was just not good. And so I turned it off for a video. I shot the video. One of my friends got there, and I started talking to him. It was Mark. And needless to say, I forgot to turn the furnace back on. So it was like 24 hours later that we went back to the warehouse. It was really cold this weekend, and the temperature of the warehouse was like 44 degrees. In the places, yeah, let me know if anyone else is lagging. But anyway, so the warehouse got down to like 44 degrees, and it wasn't supposed to be. Like, it normally runs at 68 degrees, so that's a big drop. So a lot of things happened, a lot of things died. Yeah, no, it was my fault. It was completely my fault. Now, the other things that happened, I don't know what happened, but that one situation was definitely my fault. It just, mistakes like that happen, so yeah, not good at all. A lot of fish, or not, I would say at least a dozen or more fish died. All fish that that I was, pretty attached to. My wife was definitely really attached to. And so it sucks to have them die. We normally keep the tanks at 72 degrees, and again, it got down to not 72. We usually keep the tanks at 68 degrees, and it got down to 44 degrees. So that is a huge difference. And then today, we walk into the shrimp room. Yeah, Gio's okay. Gio's one that made it. He's a survivor. He's been through much, much worse. Today, the shrimp room temperature went off, and the shrimp room got down to 63 was the low point. And so that's not good. We keep that at 72. And so we lost. We didn't lose a whole colony, but we lost a lot of shrimp in one of our Tangerine Tiger tanks. And it was just brutal. What killies do we have? I'm not sure. Honey, do you know the name of those quarries?
Achilles.
Or Achilles, sorry.
Yeah,
I got Aquarium Co-op on the mind. No, she's gonna look them up. But yeah, I don't know what Achilles they were, but a friend gave them to us. 2 friends actually, and so it's like fish that you can't replace that were all dying, and so it's one of those things that just really sucks. And then we lost some shrimp over it. I get home, and this room is like freezing cold. The little heater in here got turned off somehow. And so it's just like we got hit 3 times with temperature going out. And it just really, it just kicks you when you're down, because we have so much going on with this import order. We have our minds in 1,000 other places. And so to just have, thing go wrong and another thing go wrong and another thing go wrong, it's just been brutal. And I did miss some super chats. Shishimi, thank you so much, man. You are always supporting us, dude. There's much love from this side of the camera for you. You're an awesome guy that I really appreciate you being around. Here's the killifish. So yeah, Jimmy, guys, if you haven't checked out Shishimi Whiskey's channel, please do, because he is honestly one of those genuine people. I feel like I am. Just someone that you can talk to, and they're not just going to tell you what you want to hear. So, a huge shout out to you, Jim. Really appreciate that. What is it now?
That's the name.
Oh my gosh. So, I actually don't know what the killifish are, even after reading this. If you guys want me to try to pronounce what the killifish are, I will. Oh yeah, Fundulopancha. What is it?
Fundulopanchax.
Fundulopanchax.
I don't know how to say the other two.
Perzilli. Perzilli Dimbeng. That's what we're going with. But those are the killifish that we lost. And then Amanda made the mistake of telling everyone how I killed her favorite killifish. And so at the auction today, I bought the most expensive killifish that were there, which was only $15 for a pair. So it isn't like they were that much. But I got conned into that. And then everyone rode me the whole day about how I killed all the fish. And so, so it's like I feel bad already, and then everyone is just giving me a hard time. Hey, everyone wants to see you on camera real quick.
Seriously?
Yeah, hey, come give your side of the story.
No.
Yeah, come on. So Amanda is the one that found the fish. Here, you can come on in. So this is my wife, Amanda.
Hi.
Yeah, she's the one that makes it hard. Yes, please, Amanda. I love it. So it makes it hard because she is so attached to the fish too, and so when they die, she loves animals so much, and so it's really tough when they die and they're her favorite. This is what happened. She's gonna hate me for telling this, but she called me last night and she says, all of my favorite fish are dying, and she's like, I'm just gonna go cry, and hangs up the phone. And then
that is not what happened.
Okay, so that's kind of what happened.
He exaggerates everything.
She's already giving me a bad name. Get off the camera. Get out of here.
No, what really happened is I got there, and it was super cold, so I knew that something was wrong. And I looked over to Gio's tank, and I saw that the catfish in there was wasn't in his normal spot, and he was kind of on his side. And I was like, oh no, he's probably dead. So I called Robert, and in the middle of that, I turn around and look at the thermostat, and it says 44, and it just hit me
you can literally see your breath.
So then I went and looked at my killifish tank, and all 3 of my killifish were belly up. And then I went and checked some of our other fish tanks. I think I looked at 2 more, and I saw that the fish weren't doing very well, and there was a couple dead, and I just immediately went to the shrimp room. But where he's getting the crying part is I I told him, I'm like, yeah, all my favorite fish, like, they're dying. And then I was like, I'm going to let you go. And yeah, I was tearing up a little bit. They're my fish. But I didn't say I'm going to go cry.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing. Like, she gets, where you go? Oh, she gets really attached to our fish and our shrimp and everything. And I guess for me, like, if a shrimp dies, it's not the end of the world because we have so many and, you know, they're old and they're destined to die. But, like, she gets attached to one shrimp. And when that shrimp dies, like, it's not good. It's not good. And, or, like, if a shrimp crawls out of the tank, like those red tiger, or what are they? Red fancy tigers. Like, one crawled out of the tank and she literally came down and she's just, like, teared up and she's like, one of them crawled out. And I'm like, what? And she's like, one of them. And now I only have 3. And so it's just like, oh, it's tough. It's tough to watch. But anything else you want to say about this weekend?
I still love you.
There we go. As long as she still loves me. And she got some sick killifish.
I did.
So that's a good thing. So they won't replace the ones that she had, but at least they're a start. All right. Let's. If you guys want her back in a little bit, we'll get her back on here. All right. So I'm like way behind on comments, I'm sure. Actually, no, I'm not too bad.
That's a terrible angle.
What's a terrible angle?
I was sitting there like that.
Are you saying you didn't look attractive?
No, I didn't.
You guys need to tell her that she looked attractive.
No.
Because she's self-conscious now. No, she's not. Mark Turner, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. Like, it's just so cool. Like, I don't know. Like, when people give you money, it's kind of a weird thing. Because, like, you don't know what to say. But no, it's just, like, it's cool that there's people out there that truly just want to help you. And they don't want anything from return. Or maybe you've already given them something that you don't even know you've given them. And it's just cool that people are out there. So, Mark, thank you so much. Appreciate your support. And I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or not. Let me see if I can check. Let's see. Go to channel. Alright, so Mark does not. He has a YouTube channel, but he doesn't post any videos. But shout out to Mark Turner. That's awesome. How's the quality of the video? Is it bad? It says I have a poor connection. I don't know. But alright. Oh, Nestle advertising.
Hey, that
yeah.
bottle's in the way, honey.
Sorry guys. I didn't even know it was in the way. Sorry. If you guys know me from last week, I drink water the entire time. It's just like my throat gets so dry from talking. But alright, let's see if anyone has any questions. Let me scroll up. Shishimi. Who did I miss at the beginning? Alright, so Royal T Shrimp, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. I know you're always here in our live streams. You comment on my videos. It's great to have, like, you have that group of people that always comment on your videos no matter what. Say, like, hey, man, you're doing a great job, or, you know, I thought this was funny or that was funny. Like, when you guys comment on the videos or even, like, commenting in the live stream, like, to me it means a lot, like, because that's feedback. Like, I love seeing it. And I really, really appreciate just any feedback, even if it's bad feedback. Like, if I'm doing something wrong, I want you guys to tell me. And so definitely shout out to Royal T Shrimp. Appreciate you, man. It's awesome that you're here. And you always have something to say, which is great. And then Rice Water gave $5. I also do not know what to say. You know, it's tough. Like, oh, this weekend was tough, but thank you so much for being so generous. I really appreciate it, and I know it really helps us. And honestly, like, you know, when you guys give super chats, like, it isn't like I'm just taking this money and pocketing it. Like, I want to take this money and, like, give it back to you guys in a way. We actually plan on giving away some t-shirts today, but so many things happen. I still want to find a way to do that. I'm not sure the best format to do that. I don't really know, like, but I do want to find a way and give away some free t-shirts. We actually have a ton of shrimp posters that I want to give away, and these are just for everyone. So international, USA, it's things we can ship all around the world, and so it doesn't limit who can enter and different things like that. And so just really appreciate that. Nathan Dryden, I think that's how you say it. Nathan, thank you so much. Appreciate the super chat. You guys are awesome. Super generous today. Bob is just giving dollar after dollar. Thank you, Bob. But yeah, so Nathan, thank you very much, man. Like I said, like your guys' support means everything. Like without you guys, I wouldn't do this. And just awesome. Yeah, me and Bob do need to send t-shirts to each other. So shout out to Steamfod Aquatics in the house. Steamfod making it rain. He's spamming the chat with $1 super chats. That's hilarious. But thank you, Bob. You're the man. Bob has a pretty cool YouTube channel. It's actually super cool. And luckily, me and Bob are pretty good friends. We get on Vent and talk every night. Not every night, but a decent amount. Luckily, Bob's into gaming just like me and Jim and Corey and everybody. And so we all get to game together. And then Corey's in the house. What's going on, Corey? So shout out to Bob. Check him out. He does some great live streams. He has some really cool stuff going on. Bare Necessities. Oh, I love that name. Bare Necessities. That is a sweet name. That name alone cheers me up. My mom is like totally in love with Winnie the Pooh. And so that brings me back to my childhood.
Bare Necessities, the Jungle Book, Robert.
Oh. Whatever. I thought it was Winnie the Pooh. My wife always here calling me out. That is so funny. I don't know why I thought it was Winnie the Pooh. Whatever. Nobody knows, you know. At least you guys can laugh about it now. We can all sit here and laugh. At least, you know what the great thing is nobody here can talk. So it's just me and like Amanda can comment. So I can say whatever I want and laugh about it, and I don't have to hear you guys making fun of me. So it's perfect. But Bare Necessities, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Like I said, like when you guys drop comments, like that's what means a lot to me. And so just saying like love what you do, like that's awesome. That's why we do what we do to help hobbyists. What are you laughing at? The Bare Necessities? Yeah, my wife, she's always keeping me honest. Mama V2 gave us $10. Thank you so much. Is that Australian $10? So that's straight from Australia. I'm thinking it has a name in front of it, so it has to be from Australia. But no, thank you so much. Let me know where you're from, Mama V2. I want to know. But thank you so much for the super chat. That's awesome. But let's see. Let's get back to some questions while we got some time. At Love Diesel, Matt DLR. At Love Diesel, is there a shrimp that is a bright green or neon green? The green babolti shrimp, they're always a great option, but it just depends on where you get them from, what they look like. They're not always the greatest. Just depending on the source, those are good. The other one is a neocaridina, and it's the green jade. Again, the color isn't stable, and so you're not going to get really great offspring unless you breed them over time. But green jades are also a good option. They're somewhat pricey though. I want to say they're anywhere between $7 to $10 a piece, and so they definitely get up there in price. But yeah. So again, thank you guys for the super chats. I really do appreciate that. And we need to, Amanda, try to come up with an idea of how we can give away a couple T-shirts today. Just start brainstorming. I always put it on the hard jobs. It's not a lot of pressure. Just come up with a way that we can pick someone.
I don't even know.
I have an idea. Well, it might spam chat. What I'm thinking is if you guys...
Guess my favorite shrimp.
No, I was actually going to have them all nominate people. And whoever gets nominated the most...
Oh, they don't all know each other. That's difficult.
How about this? You guys give me a little slack. If I do not give away T-shirts today, I'll talk to Corey this week because he does giveaways on his website, and I'll actually get with him and try to figure out a way that we can link it to the website. So during the live stream, you guys can go there, type in your email, and then we'll pick a person from there, and then we can email them and get all their information so that everyone isn't spamming. Steam Fought, you're definitely getting one. It already has your name on it. As long as I get a Steam Fought Aquatics shirt, I am more than happy. And Amanda wants a Steam Fought Aquatics shirt too. So I gotta try to get her into the deal. But yeah. Oh yeah, the fish auction video was really good. Sergeant Tanks in the house. Jeremy, Sergeant Tanks. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. That's super generous of you. Jeremy, Sergeant Tanks, he's actually coming and he's getting a hotel room near us. And then he's actually going to stay all day this coming Wednesday, hang out with us, spend some time with us. His whole family's coming down. We're going to go out to eat, spend some time together, show him the warehouse. And then he's going to head out in the morning and go on vacation with his family, I believe. And so it's going to be really cool spending some time with Jeremy. Shout out to him. Jeremy, I don't know if you make videos or not. Let me see. Go to channel. Oh, nice. So Jeremy does make videos. So Sergeant Tanks has a YouTube channel. You guys go check him out. He's an awesome guy. I actually met him at the Chicago Aquatic Experience. Honestly, an awesome guy. His family's great. So definitely go check out Sergeant Tanks. And just a great guy to know and watch his channel. So now I got to subscribe and watch some of his videos. I feel bad that I didn't know you made videos, Jeremy. Dang it. Alright. Let me get back to my chat. Kang Lee did a $5 super chat. She said, using RO water, KH2, GH6, but TDS is at 120 with salty shrimp, GH and KH plus. What am I missing? Thank you for all of your knowledge, your willingness to share, or you're willing to share this with us. So, King Lee, I have to know what type of shrimp are you keeping? Maybe, well, let's say if you have GH and KH, you're probably either keeping tiger shrimp or you're keeping neocaridina or maybe even crystals. The first thing that I would say is just mix it, get it, maybe your container isn't mixed up properly, so mix the container up really good. But your KH is 2 and your GH is 6, so that's not bad. But it can be definitely higher than that. I mean, KH can go up to 4 and GH can go up to 8 or 10, and it's still going to do good. So like I said, I keep all of our tanks at a GH of like 180 to 220, and so don't be worried about going a little bit higher. It definitely won't hurt your shrimp unless your shrimp are already used to that water. But just mix it in. And the thing is, like, when you first set up a tank, like I might set up a tank at a GH or a TDS of 180 or whatever, and then over time that TDS is going to rise because I don't always do my top offs correctly. And so that's why people say they keep shrimp at like 220 TDS and their GH is only 6 and their KH is only 2, because there's a lot of other minerals going into it that aren't in the salty shrimp, GH and KH. And so I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, Kingly, you just said, I'm just testing out RO water and messing with it, not using RO in any tanks yet, but want to switch. So what I would do is I would test your water and what you're currently using, and kind of match it based on that, and just go back and forth, and try to get the GH and the KH the same. And then what you can do is add a little bit of your own tap water into it maybe, and just experiment with it a little bit and kind of see what happens. But TDS is irrelevant as far as, like, if your TDS is 6 and you want to match 6, then just match it. Don't worry about the TDS. Those are just the little extra minerals that go into it. Dean H gave a super chat of $10. Dean, thank you so much. He said, we all feel for you and Amanda this weekend. I hope we can bring a smile back to your face with this live stream. Much love. Yes, so you can see already got a smile on. Thank you so much. Like I said, you guys are the reason I do what I do. Much love always. Always, always, always. Yeah, so I really do appreciate that. I love that there's a community around us that is just... Amanda's distracting me.
Sorry.
I gotta put her on camera. She's like down here. Oh, I can't even see her. Let's see. She's like down here with the heater and trying to stay warm, so she keeps like moving at different angles to have the heater blowing on her. Because like I said, the heater in here stopped working. And so she's trying to warm up.
I was going to tell you have 2 other super chats.
There's 2 other super chats that I missed?
Unholy Orders, $2.
Oh.
And I think a girl named Amanda.
Let's
€2.
see. Let me try to find it. So somebody gave a super chat.
2 of them.
Alright, so I'll start with this one. Unholy Orders says, what up, Lup Diesel from Oxnard. Is that how you say it? Oxnard? It sounds weird. Oxnard, California. So, hey, thank you so much. Appreciate the super chat. You guys are awesome. Seriously, the amount of support that you guys give us is beyond anything that I would have ever even expected. Like, if you guys haven't seen the interview with Christine Ha that I did last night, please go check that out, because like I said in there, like, if it wasn't, like, YouTube really changed my life. Like, it honestly completely changed the course of my life. I would never be doing what I'm doing without YouTube. I would have never met my wife without YouTube. Like, there's so many things that YouTube did for me that completely changed my life. And so I am so appreciative to all of you so much. Yeah, it's just awesome. And then I did Amanda Ayrton, I think that's how you say it, Ayrton. Thank you for the $2 super chat. That's awesome. Really appreciate it. Much love. Amanda's a great name because my wife's name is Amanda, so you automatically rank above a lot of other names. So shout out to you. If any of you have this YouTube channel, everyone, please go check them out. But let's see. We'll start answering some questions. Let me know if I missed anything too. It's good to have your wife on the live stream with you because she keeps you on point. All right. So I do want to recap. If anyone just tuned in, I do want you to know the title of this video in no way is clickbait. Like, it's just not. We really had like a super rough weekend. Just heater after heater went out. So many things went wrong this weekend. Fish died, shrimp died.
Clarify, it's the furnace, not the heaters.
Well, it is the heaters, and like this room, the heater went out. The heaters in the shrimp room went out, and the furnace went out. So there was a lot of things that went out, and so it's been one of those rough weekends. But Kyle's fish rooms, Rob, when can I check out the shrimp room? So Kyle, let's go to your channel. Kyle does have a YouTube channel, so first of all, check out Kyle's YouTube channel. Thank you for giving us $2. That's awesome. And you are local to us, correct? I believe Kyle's local to us. I think we talked a little bit through text. But yeah, feel free. Like, just send me a text if you have my number. Send me an email, and then you're more than welcome to come down and check out the warehouse. And that goes for any of you. If any of you ever are near Youngstown, Ohio, Warren, Ohio, please come check out the warehouse. And I would love to show it to any of you, so that's awesome. But, hey, our internet's getting really slow.
Mm-hmm. I'm not on it.
Okay. You're on data?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why it's being slow. Sorry for the internet, guys. I don't know what's going on with it, but...
Just see a fish in the corner out.
No, what'd they say?
Fish died, shrimp died, my rights on the bed died, etc.
My what on the bed?
Rights on the bed.
Oh, that is funny. So, I'll have to find it. Was it just a recent one?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Fish in the corner. Alright, so this is really funny. So, Fish in the corner just posted, fish died, shrimp died, my rights on the bed died, etc. And that is hilarious. Because just a little bit ago, I had Amanda up here, and I said some things that she might punch me in the face later for, I don't know. And so yeah, that's what he means by rights on the bed died. And also, I killed her favorite killifish. And so I'm not going to live that one down for a really long time. And so that sucks. But it all works out. Alright, let me try to find out where where I left off. All right, so Tanker Michael said, "What the heck is a super chat? How does it work?" So, what a super chat is you can sign up through YouTube to be able to do super chats, and it's just you giving money during a live stream. So it's like if you gave a super chat of like $5, YouTube would collect that $5 from you and give it to me, and they would take like, I don't know, $1 out of it. So I would end up getting like $4 or something like that. But it's just a way of people, like if they have a question that they really want answered, they'll do like a $5 super chat, and it puts it up at the top of the screen, and then instantly I see it and I can answer it or I can say something, or it's just a way for you to support someone or different things like that. So that's all super chat is. It's just a way to give back or whatever. And so, all right, let's scroll down. Zach's Tank's Crazy Aquarium Guy said, "Which shrimp is the highest grade or are the most expensive? Blue Dream or Blue Diamond? Neil Carradina, of course. Love your channel. Greetings from Sweden." So Zach's Tanks, huge shout out to you. Shout out to Sweden. I always think it's so awesome, the different countries that we get in here. It's so cool to be worldwide and be talking to you right now, live time. So thank you, Zach, for being here. Appreciate that. But as far as your question goes, so I'm going to get a drink of water. This is going to be a long-winded one. Blue Dreams, Blue Diamonds, what's the difference? So, Blue Neo Carradina is probably the most confusing color aspect or color variation in the shrimp keeping hobby. What it is Blue Neo Carradina is there's like your blue velvets, which are bred a certain way. There's your blue pearls, which are their own species. And then there's like Blue Dreams and so on and so forth. And so, Blue Dreams are derived from two different sources. So, one, they take a blue velvet and mix it around to create a Blue Dream. The other way is they take a chocolate shrimp and breed the blue out and get a Blue Dream. Now, those two Blue Dreams are completely different, and so if you mix them, you get like black shrimp or brown shrimp or like weird colored shrimp. You don't get nice blue shrimp. And so, Blue Diamond, I believe, they're starting to call Blue Diamond the Blue Dream that is bred from chocolates. So that would be a Blue Diamond. So, as far as grading goes, everyone has their own name for blue shrimp. And that's what creates all the issues. So, like, it isn't like this name represents this gene pool and this name represents this gene pool. It's like, hey, I got this blue shrimp in, and I'm going to call it, like, Awesome Blue Shrimp because it looks so good, and I'm going to sell it as Awesome Blue Shrimp. And now all of a sudden, no one knows what that blue shrimp is besides that it's an awesome blue shrimp. And so it gets really confusing. So as far as which one is the highest quality, I'm sure they're listing it as Blue Diamonds are better quality than Blue Dreams. But really, Blue Diamond is just a made-up name, or it's morphing into the chocolate version of a Blue Dream, which usually represents better color. And so that's just my little feedback on that. Let's see what else we got.
We got someone in here from Croatia.
Croatia, that is crazy.
Kiki, 1997.
Nice. Kiki, 1927?
1997.
1997. Kiki. Is that when you were born, 1997? If you were, then that would make you 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 years old. So that's awesome. We're getting young people into the hobby is what it's all about. I know, you guys probably have no idea how old I am. I'm a lot younger than you probably think, but we won't go there. But it's awesome to get like young kids into the hobby, like 10 or 12. When I went and spoke at Erie this weekend, it was a lot of fun. I met somebody, you look 25, 23. Nice, I'm getting some compliments. I like that. We should do a guessing game for a t-shirt and who can guess my age.
I bet they don't know how old I am.
Yeah, they really won't know how old she is. But anyway, what was I telling? Oh, Erie. So there was this this mom. This lady. She bought shrimp off me. We shipped them out, and then good guesses, everybody. But anyway, this mom ended up buying shrimp for a young kid, and the kid was at the Erie Club, super excited to meet me, and it was awesome to actually shake his hand, get a picture with him, all that good stuff. And that's what the hobby's all about, is getting that young generation into it because they're the future of it. And it's awesome. So I absolutely love it. I love being able to get young kids into this hobby and just spoil them. Like free shrimp, shout outs on the YouTube channel, get in the video with me, like all kind of stuff because it's so cool. Need some water. Oh.
Somebody guessed your age. 2 people.
2 people did.
Mm-hmm.
Some announcements real quick. Just so you guys know, it's coming, not this weekend coming up, but the following weekend. I'm going to be in Lexington, Kentucky with Dustin from Dustin's Fish Tanks. We are doing a live event. I really need to get that video done. Honestly, I'll probably do it tomorrow or Tuesday, and kind of just we're all a bunch of 30-year-old farts. That's funny. But no, so we're doing a live event in Lexington. We're going to talk a lot of plants. We're going to be at Food Chain Lex, which is that I think they have a bar and grill there too. But they grow like all this organic food, so it's going to be really cool to just check it out and spend the whole day just hanging out with fish tank people. Dustin, I think he's got like 15 people confirmed or something like that. And then hopefully, as soon as I make the video, we can get like 3 or 4 people coming that know me. And it would just be a great time. It would be a good time just to hang out and talk shrimp, talk plants, and talk to you guys about the import order. And I'm going to make a video about that also. And so it's just a lot of good things going on. So definitely be watching for an update on that. And it will be cool. Vancouver, DGE Gaming. Hello from Vancouver. Shout out to Vancouver. Thank you for being here. I think it's awesome. Like I always say, it's awesome that we can connect around the world and just bring everyone under one roof. How can you, whatever. So, some name that's crazy said, how can you raise the pH and keep it stable in a RCS tank, which is red cherry shrimp, that has a current pH of 6.0, maybe even lower? So, a way to stabilize pH is to add KH to the water, which is carbonate hardness, which I think, yeah, it's baking soda. So you can add a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of baking soda, and it will increase the KH, and it will kind of stabilize your water. The other thing you could do is if your water is really soft, you can add crushed coral to the tank, like a tiny amount, and kind of do what you have to. Somebody just said, sorry, what kept Geo alive? But yeah, crushed coral is always a good one. So what kept Geo alive? Geo is just a straight G, and nothing kills him. Like, that guy has lived through like the most ridiculous scenarios. Like, all the fish in his tank dying, and he's the only one left. Like, just the craziest thing. So Geo is a survivor. That is why he's alive. And I think tilapia are used to cold water. Crushed coral, not crushed up eggshell. Crushed up eggshell might work. I don't think it would work that well, and it could get risky. So crushed coral, just a little bit, spread it out throughout the substrate, and it would be good to go.
You gonna tell us how old you are?
No. No, I'll let them keep guessing. Ex-royalty shrimp, King Lee, is your TDS pen calibrated? Leave a few hours to dissolve. Oh, that's a great point. So yeah, definitely check to make sure your TDS pen is calibrated. You can buy solutions online, and it'll all be good. Love, what happened? How did all the fish die? So, I apologize for everyone that's been in here since the beginning, but there are some people that just tuned in. There's some people that have been leaving and coming, and so I will recap real quick on what happened this weekend. Again, it is not clickbait, I promise you. We had an unbelievable week. I won't do the long story, but the short story is that the furnace quit working, and at my fault, it was my error, and I didn't realize it for 24 hours. The temperatures got low, so the rooms that are used to running at 68 degrees were at 44 degrees, and so we lost a lot of our fish that were not suitable to survive those swings. Luckily we got it fixed, but we won't know what actually what's gonna die for another week or two, just because it takes time for ick to set in and stress to set in. And so Bob says, I came in here because of the clickbait. You're the man, Bob. I knew it'd get you in here. But oh no, what?
Jimmy said you should go to the bathroom and let Amanda tell this.
That is a good idea. Babe, you want to come up here and tell the story?
No.
Yeah, Amanda can tell this time so I can get a drink anyway. Come on over here. You guys get to see Amanda for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Yeah, be quick, because I don't want to talk by myself forever. Okay. Hi, everybody. So what happened
First of all, who are you?
Oh, I'm Rob's wife, Amanda. But what happened was I went to the shop last night, and when I walked in, I noticed that it was like super cold, and that's just never a good thing. I could see my breath, and so I looked over at Gio's tank, and I saw that his catfish friend was not moving. He was not in his normal spot. So I called Robert, and I was like, I think the catfish died, and it's super cold in here. And so I went over and looked at the killifish tank, and all of my killifish were upside down. So then I went out to our planted tank rack, and I saw that a couple of our other fish were not doing so well, and some had already died. And needless to say, I was extremely upset. So yeah, Robert came to the shop and took a video and turned the furnace back on. And we checked the shrimp. We did have some shrimp today that we found in one of our Tangerine Tiger tanks that had died. Probably from the swing of temperature, they molted prematurely, and they just didn't do very well. So we lost a couple of those. But hopefully throughout this week we won't lose too many other fish. So we'll see.
Tell me about up here.
Oh, and then we get home today, and we come upstairs to Robert's office where our other tanks are at, and our space heater somehow got turned off, or it wasn't working, and it was freezing in here. So far, no losses in our shrimp tanks up here, but it was really cold. So heater's back on up here, but we've just had a rough weekend when it comes to temperatures, so we're ready for it to be spring and warm up outside so we don't have these problems. But Robert's still in here. He didn't leave.
Can't leave my wife alone with you guys. Like, are you serious? Oh, man. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Isn't she the cutest?
No.
Rob, you're fired. We want more Amanda, they said. Good job, Amanda.
Thanks, everybody.
That's awesome. You got anything else you want to add? You hijacking the live stream?
No.
No, okay.
What do you guys think about me putting out a video maybe on Robert's YouTube channel? Would you want that or no? Like, I know that you've seen in his past videos, like, I don't like being on camera. I have anxiety. Like, I get super nervous. So I've been working on a video. I don't know if I'd actually put one out, but if I do, it will be on Robert's channel. But what do you guys think about that?
Well, I think you've got like 1,000 yeses so far.
Where are they at? Like, I don't see.
Like, I got them all right here.
Oh.
So they just scrolling.
Yeah.
Do it. Yes. Yes. Wow. The chat has never moved so fast. So that you guys have more love for my wife than you have for me. This hurts. Somebody said, start your own channel, forget Robert. No, we're a package deal. We are a team.
All right, you can have your chair back.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, we'll get her back on. Somebody gave $5. I'm excited to see. You, Corey, Ella, Brett, and Dustin, great videos with great information from all of you. I have 5 tanks, adding 2 more shrimp tanks. Can't wait for them to cycle. That's awesome. Yeah, you can't forget Sashimi Whiskey, and you can't forget Steamfought Aquatics. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody, but they're... Oh, Christine Haw, too. She's really been awesome lately. We've been collabing. We're planning on doing some more things together. So this is awesome. Well, will be Rob's highest hit video just because of Amanda. That's hilarious. But yeah, so it's really awesome. Thank you guys. But Tanker Michael, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, so if you guys want more of Amanda, that's funny. Hashtag bring back the Rick. Yeah, the Rick, I don't know where he went. He went somewhere and he never came back. But if you guys want more of Amanda, give her, put some ideas on what you guys want to see from her. Well, let's not put it that way. What videos you want her to make. Yeah.
Make sure they know it'll be on your channel.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll post some videos on my channel. Oh, man. Sometimes I say things and I just shake my head like, did that really just come out of my mouth? And so it's hilarious. But, Tanker Michael, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. You guys are so funny. Yeah, I know. I opened the door. I really did. Oh, man. Sashimi Whiskey just banning people in here. He's ruthless. You do not mess with the sashimi.
What'd they say? I missed it.
I don't know either. Sashimi got it on lockdown, though. Hashtag bring back Amanda. That is so funny. Royal T Shrimp says, think Amanda should talk about her Taiwan B tank. That's actually a great idea. She would definitely do that. Because she can talk about that tank for days. Like, people come over and she brings them up here and she, like, shows them all the tanks. And it's like an hour event. Like, every time. Which is awesome, though. Like, I am such a blessed guy that my wife is into the hobby. Like, super blessed. Let's see what Corey said. Amanda is putting in work on the Instagram if you guys aren't following it already. Thank you, Corey. Shout out to Corey, Aquarium Co-op. Corey changed the way that I look at YouTube. He really helped me out as far as, like, doing tags and videos. Like, I was just posting videos. Like, that's all I did, and I loved it. And so he really helped me out with, like, the analytics of it and really doing stuff like that. So shout out to Corey. Again, Corey's a great guy. He'll help you with pretty much anything. So super awesome. Let's see what else we got. Since her killifish are her favorite fish, do a video on that. That's also a good one. Show off her tanks. A lot of good options. Holla from Dover, New Jersey. Julian Hurtado. Shout out to you. I think that's how you say it. Hopefully I did a good job. Hello, Lup. Did you already came upon Caradina? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But what is it? Like, is there a common name for him? Actually, let me just Google it real quick. Oh, it's like the leopard tiger. You know what? I had some in. I had those in Galaxy. I'm not sure if that's the Galaxy one. Yeah, it's the leopard one. I had some in, and I had them for forever, and they never bred. So I was almost convinced that they do not breed in fresh water, and it might have just been because I got them from wild caught. But so ever since then, I just never got them back in. It just wasn't worth it. And it's tough to buy wild caught shrimp because, like, you buy 100 and 90 of them die. And that's just not a good thing to watch. And I don't like being a part of that kind of thing. So I always try to get them homebred. I know somebody has to breed them in home first, but when I kill 90 of them out of 100, that's not me. And so eventually, you never know. But yeah, those are really cool shrimp. All right. Oh yeah, here's Steam Fought. Let's see. Here, I gotta make this window smaller. Then I'll give Steam Fought some admin rights. I bet you this is super entertaining to watch when I type on the computer and don't talk. Alright, Steam Fought Aquatics is now a moderator. I think, yeah, Corey's already a moderator. Alright, what else do we got? Amanda needs her own like button. That was Patty's Aqua Worlds. Andre Snooker, at 100 subs, I will make a giveaway. One account of 4 legendaries, level 2. Shishimi blocked it, so good job, Shishimi, staying on top of it. Let's see what else we got. If you guys got some questions, please let me know. Is Corey going live tonight? Yes, Corey is going live. This is the pregame right now. We're going to end this chat probably in about 26 minutes, and we're all going to go over and go to Corey's live stream. Corey, what are you talking about tonight? Are you just doing a general Q&A, or do you have a agenda planned? We'll wait till he responds. But, Lumpy Dog, that is so funny. I love that name, Lumpy Dog. How many weeks months after cycling complete should a fish and snail tank wait for shrimp? So it depends on how you cycle it. I have some tanks that I literally set up. I add bacteria to them and I put shrimp in that day. And so it really just depends. I would say in a perfect world, if you're just a normal hobbyist, I would set up a tank, let it cycle. I would put fish in it, let it go. The whole tank from the time you set it up to the time that you put shrimp in it. 6 months would be ideal. 3 months is a good window because you start getting some good algae, some good biofilm, and other things like that around the 3 to 6 month range. And so that's always the best because you just put the shrimp in, they can thrive. There's the algae, there's everything there. And so that's a great question. Corey said, tonight I'm talking about cleaning up crews for freshwater and what I smuggled back on the plane with me. So everyone just report him. He apparently did something illegal. So Corey will be talking about that. So we're all heading over there. Hopefully he'll bring up some sweet shrimp and some other great cleanup crews. That'll be an interesting talk. Dictator of God just gave a $2 super chat. Sorry to hear about your losses. Wish you the best. Dictator of God, thank you so much, man. Dictator of God has actually been like one of my greatest supporters over the last like year or two or however long he's been on board. But he's always posting comments, helping out, and sending us some love through comments and emails or whatever. And so huge shout out to him. Sergeant Tanks, thank you so much, man. I'm gonna have to spoil you when you guys come, give you a bunch of free stuff. Sergeant Tanks has a YouTube channel. Go check him out. I need to go watch some of his videos and check them out. But Sergeant Tanks Jeremy is actually coming to Warren, Ohio, Flip Aquatics to spend a day with us. We're just gonna hang out with him and his family. We're gonna do dinner and just make a day out of it. Show him around, show him the fish room, and just give him the front row tour. And so it's going to be a great time for us and just a time to relax and get to know some people that are in the YouTube community. And we actually met Jeremy, Sergeant Tanks, at the Aquatic Experience. He bought a piece of driftwood that was like this really cool piece of driftwood. I think I sold it to him for like $35. And he was walking around with it the first day. Like he was so happy he got it. And I think somebody offered him like $55 or $70 for it. And he's like, no way, I'm keeping it. And so hopefully still to this day he has that piece of driftwood. I'll be excited to talk to him about it. All right, let's see. What were you laughing at, Amanda?
Because I sold it to him for $25.
Oh, okay, so that's the story. I forgot about that. So Sergeant Tanks, what happened was I told Amanda that all the driftwood is anywhere between $15 to $25, depending on how big the piece was. And I brought one display piece, like one really, really nice piece. And I didn't tell her that was like a different piece. And so I was hoping to get like $50 for it or something like that. And I leave for a little bit. I come back to the booth. And Amanda sold this beautiful display piece of wood that Sergeant Tanks bought for $25. And I was like, oh my gosh. And like you can't, like after it's sold, you can't go back and be like, hey man, like that actually wasn't $25. It was actually, I wanted $50 for it. But I think if I remember correctly, which I don't always remember correctly, Sergeant Tanks, I told him, I was like, man, like this would happen. I was like, I want you to keep it though. And I think he ended up giving me $10 more just because he felt so bad about it. And so super nice guy, generous, giving, just an honest, good guy. And so I'm excited to spend the day with him and his family. But let's see what we got. You guys are cracking me up. I'm out of water. This is not a good thing. Honey, you want to give me a bottle of water? Oh! This is what? What? Man, I got it lucky. I got it made around here. Now, as soon as I get off live stream, she'll be like, you need to do the dishes. So, I don't have it that good. But I got it pretty good. Oh, Felice, she says. Oh, that's funny. But I definitely needed that. Alright. Unholy Orders. Have you ever used National Geographic shrimp food, and is it good? I have not used it, but what I do know is that National Geographic, a lot of their stuff is just, it's like, it's like rebranded food. So it's like they're not even making it themselves. They're having other people make it. And so it really could be good stuff. I just never tried it. I would give it a try, and if your shrimp eat it and they like it and they do well, then continuously use it. It just all comes down to price. If you were asking me what I recommend, I like the Shrimp King foods now. I really, really am loving them. And then I like MK Breed foods. We're getting ready to get a new order of them in. Our Connect is actually getting brand new food in from source, and so it's going to be fresh. I don't know how old the food is now because they don't put expression dates on it or expiration. See, my pronouncing words is just not good, and so she's cracking up if you guys can hear her. That's my wife, but SEK, which is Zach's Tanks. Oh no, SEK. Wow, that's the type of money. Zach's Tanks, crazy aquarium guy. Thanks for the great answer, love. If you got time, please check out my channel and tell me what you think. So we'll actually go check that out right now. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's 500 SEK dollars. So I don't know what that is, but thank you so much for giving it. Let me go check out your channel right now, and I'll tell you what I think right now. So Zach's Tanks has 351 subscribers. Hopefully after this video, he'll have more like 400 if you guys go help him out and subscribe. But I'd have to watch some of your videos. The first one is Drunken Fish Lover Answers Questions. So that's hilarious. I'm going to have to come back and watch that later. I'm going to leave this open. But yeah, so man, just keep making those videos. It looks like, I don't know how long you've been doing it for. You've been doing it a while. So that's cool. Yep, just keep making videos. That's what it's all about. And putting out quality information. You don't want to mislead people. That's the one thing that I've built everything that I own off of honesty and being genuine. Like, that's all that I have. And so if I ever lose that, then I lose everything that I am. And so if you can hold true to that value, you're going to go places. All right, let's pull back up. Chat. Hopefully I didn't miss anything else. Alright. Let's see here. 50 SEK equals 0.1 US dollars. Well, that's 0.1 US dollars that I never had before, so thank you very much. Alright. Let's see here. Chris Downey says, my cherries won't eat the Nat Geo shrimp pellets, but my ghost shrimp love them. So that's great feedback. So you want to make sure to get something that your fish like. And everyone's saying it's actually more like $5.50. That's, yeah, so don't start false rumors. This all comes back to being genuine and honest. So still, again, Zach, thank you so much. Huge shout out to you. And definitely check out his channel if you guys haven't yet. So we got about 17 more minutes. Let's before we go over to Corey's channel and watch Aquarium Co-op's live stream. So guys, since I scroll through a lot of the comments, drop some questions, and if you guys have specific questions, if you want to get Amanda back on camera, whatever it is, if you guys have questions for me, if you have questions for Amanda, please drop them down and I will go through it. Chaz's Fish Room says the money isn't important, it's showing the support. Good on you at Zach's Tanks, crazy aquarium guy. I agree 100%. Like, you don't even have to give me money. Just by putting in the comments like, hey man, like, really appreciate what you're doing. Like, that's what means a lot. The money is just, I mean, it's just that money. Like, we don't do this hobby for the money. We do it because we love it. And we do it because it's what we're passionate about. You know, and that is what it is. And you just can't ever lose that. You always have to do, like, it's a little bit of a rant. It always cracks me up when, well, it doesn't crack me up, but it makes me like scratch my head when people post a picture of like a tank and they're like, I need your guys' feedback. Like, what should I do with this scape? And it's like, the whole point of doing a scape is for you. Like, you're doing it for your unique style, what you think is beautiful. And that's what this hobby is. You need to do what you find is beautiful. And it all needs to just keep coming back to why you do the hobby, not why everyone else does it. So, whereas some people are money driven, that is not what drives me, and it's not what drives this hobby. So we do it because we love it, and I do it because I love you guys, and I know you guys show me a lot of love. And so it's just a great symbiotic relationship. That's what it's all about. Let's see. Hopefully we got some more questions. I'll start at the top. Richard Huff says, you guys rock. And I have to say, Richard, you rock. Thank you for saying that. Are you going to split screen with Corey? I'm not sure what that means, but me and Corey might do a collaboration sooner or later. I don't know. I might have him on my YouTube channel. That would be cool. I just want to do collabs. Like, that's just the cool thing now. Just talking to people, seeing what their opinion is, and getting them on your channel and just talking to them. Like, it was cool talking. Again, if you guys haven't seen the interview with Christine Hahn, please go check that out. Christine's a great person. She has a lot going on in her life right now, and so she hasn't been making videos, but she really did help build the shrimp hobby, and so she definitely needs recognition for that, and I appreciate what she's doing, and it was cool to have her on and hear her feedback from a different point of view. Oh my gosh. Water went down the wrong tube. That's funny. Do really shrimp breed true? Travis Milligan said that. They do not breed true. I mean, you can keep breeding them and breeding them and breeding them, and you'll get higher percentage of true reallys, but a lot of time they'll just throw mutt colors. And I don't know how the Taiwanese breed them. They have something figured out that I don't have figured out, and they breed them like crazy and get some awesome lily patterns. Hey, our Gene Feel says, hey, love, keep up the good work. Sorry for your losses. Thank you so much, Gene. I appreciate that. I mean, it's awesome to have your support, and it's just really cool that you took the time to write the message. Rice Waters says, hey, man, really appreciate what you're doing. And again, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Aquarium Co-op, let's see what he said. Let's start a war. Who is a better shrimp keeper, you or Amanda? Wow, Corey, you're poking the bear, man. So, who is a better shrimp keeper? Amanda is a better shrimp keeper. I would say I'm a better shrimp breeder, but as far as like
my tank's doing pretty good.
Your tank is doing pretty good. So Amanda, like I said at the beginning of the video, she's the type of person that like she has one shrimp and she loves that shrimp, and she will do everything to keep that shrimp alive. She's constantly looking at it, like in the tank, making sure it's okay, checking on the babies, and she's always on top of it. So she gives attention that I don't give, and that's what makes her a better keeper, shrimp keeper than me. As far as shrimp breeder, I think I look at more of a big picture where she looks at like the now picture, and so I'm good at like taking myself out of it, and like if 2 or 3 shrimp die, I don't get my emotions into it. I'm just like, man, that sucks, but we need to look at the big picture, what's killing them, and kind of move forward from there. And so, so yeah. Corey, thank you for stirring the pot. Luckily, I'm not getting any glares from her. Thanks, people. Really love to get more subscribers. That's from Zach. Zach, I hope you get a ton of subscribers, man. King Lisi said, would you mix same shrimp from different breeders or keep them in their own tanks? I would always keep tanks in or shrimp in their own tanks. The reason being is I always say this. When the Pilgrims came to the United States, there were Indians living here. They weren't used to the bacteria and the diseases that the Pilgrims had. So once the two started like trading and different things like that, the women, or not the women, the Indians started getting sick, right? They started dying off, and the Pilgrims would get sick from some of the diseases that were here. And so it's the same thing with shrimp. Like, shrimp that come from one colony might have bacteria and things that another colony doesn't have. So if you add the two, one of the colonies will get sick and die off. Sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time, but it could. And so one could die off and the other one live. And so it's never good to combine colonies to get better genetics. Not always good. I mean, there are some occasions. Alex Paris says, yo, man, I've been surviving on a heavy diet of Lup Diesel videos. That is hilarious. I love that. Thank you so much for saying that. That's really cool. That's actually really funny. Yo, man, I've been surviving on a heavy diet. I love these videos. Thank you for doing that. Royalty Shrimp says, love Diesel, so I received juvenile shrimp. How long would I wait in ideal conditions before I can expect breeding? It depends on how juvenile they are. It honestly does. I would say within 3 months of getting them, they should breed. Just a safe guess. Reg White says, how many shrimp should I start off with if I want to start a colony? The minimum amount you want to start off with is 10. I always say, and then from there you can get as high as you want. 10 is the magic number, though. At least get 10. Anything more than that is great. Don't get any more than 100, though. When you get more than 100, it starts getting a little crazy. And you could have some die-offs, and that kill the rest of them. Corey stirring up the crap. I love it. Lumpy Dog said that. Peter Smith, hello from the UK. Just got my first 10 baby CRS. What age do they start breeding, and how can you see saddle through the color? I actually saw this the other day, so I can't take the credit for it. First of all, 6 months is how old when they start breeding, on average. Sometimes later, sometimes sooner, depending on the temperature of the water. How can you tell if they're saddled? I actually saw a guy do this. He takes his phone, which has an LED flashlight on it. He sets it down, turns the light on, has the light flashing up, takes the shrimp with a net and goes over top of that, and then looks down at it, and then through the light you can see if there's eggs in there. So that's the best way to tell. I'll have to do a video on it, but I saw it somewhere, I forget. I think it was like, actually, HTN invert, something like that. I really don't remember, but it wasn't me that came up with that, so I won't take the credit for it. Repurposing my 20 long for a shrimp tank. The one crystal red I have left needs some honeys. That's Alex Paris. Good. Get him some honeys. Third Coast Aquarius. Ever have a red cherry shrimp tank, or a red cherry shrimp with something that looks like white dust on its tail? I have not. I'm not even sure what that would be. Red dust on the tail. Well, put it this way. My email is rob, R-O-B, at Aquatics, which is FLIPAQUATICS.com. You guys can somebody can put that in the chat, one of the moderators. Send me pictures of the shrimp. I'd love to see what you're talking about, and then I can kind of go from there. It might be something I've never seen before, or it might be something real easy that I can just figure out right away. All right. Is it good to breed regular cherry shrimp and fire red neocaridina in different tanks? Would it help money-wise? Regular cherry shrimp and fire reds are the same exact shrimp. They're just different grades. Fire red shrimp or painted fire reds always sell for more. The only thing is cherry shrimp sell faster, usually. And so it's not better one or the other. It's just whichever one you want to do. Do you want to sell a bunch, or do you want to not sell a bunch? If you just do painted fire reds and only want to sell a little bit, then that's great, and you can make good money just off those little ones. What else we got? Joey Jones Aquatics. Is it good to breed regular cherry? Oh, I already read that one. Christine Istrate. That's a sweet last name, Istrate. Look, my tank plants are kind of brownish on the ends of the leaves. No CO2, but I do use fertilizer. What is going wrong with them? Is it diatoms? Tank is 2 months old. I am not the right person to ask about plants. I can make guesses, but I don't like guessing, and I don't like just giving you bad information. So if anyone is good with plants, definitely put some in the comments and just say, like, hey, this is what I think it is. As far as I know, like, because I can't see colors, browns and greens and that kind of stuff. I'm colorblind. And so I don't really know. And I'm sorry, I wish I had a better answer for you. Salute from Denmark. Keep shrimp breeding, my friend. Monjack244 said that. 2444 said that. Thank you very much. Glad you're here. That's awesome. Do tiger shrimp grow slower than neos? That's a great question. Honestly, I would say yes. If I had to give an answer, I would say yes. But
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
Because our super tigers and orange-eyed blue tigers are growing pretty
Yeah, you're right, because those orange-eyed blue tigers grew like overnight.
Yeah.
That is a tough one. I don't know. I really don't know. That's a great question. I'm gonna have to start paying attention. Oh, scroll down on the bottom. Oh well. Rob buying all the moss today at the auction. That and I didn't get to meet Jim. Oh, Craig. Yeah, I did buy all the moss. Ron McGee from Alpha Pro Breeders actually came and he was buying up the majority of the moss. So it wasn't going as cheap as I'm used to. But as soon as he left, prices went right back down to where good old Rob started getting some cheap bags of moss. Actually, you know what? You know who was buying all my moss? Amanda, show me your buy-in pose. So listen, this is hilarious because we're getting ready to wrap this up. So I'll let Amanda come on camera one more time. She's a stone cold killer when it comes to auctions. Like you don't mess with Amanda. She's crazy. So show them. So she'd like be bidding out of nowhere, and this is what she'd do. Like they'd be, no. All right, so the face was a little bit more killerish when we were at the auction, but I don't know what that was. That was cute though. That was funny. Yeah. So she did the majority of my bidding, but it was a good time. We did miss Sashimi. I wish he was there. He actually had some things come up, and sometimes things just happen and you can't make it. That's how it goes. But I will see Sashimi, Jim, whatever you want to call him. I will see him on Wednesday. He's coming down to hang out with me and Sargent and Jeremy, and it's just gonna be a good time. Amanda's gonna be there, and so all right. So let me see. Oh, I gotta Love Diesel. How did you come up with it? With Love Diesel? Oh, so real quick, how Love Diesel came up, and some sad news. I think I'm gonna change my YouTube name. What do you guys think about that? So we're getting rid of Love Diesel, and we're just going to Flip Aquatics. Is that bad? I don't know. We're getting some mixed reviews right now, but what I was also thinking is, see, a lot of people see it's 50-50. That's what I'm talking about. How about this? So I was thinking about doing Flip Aquatics, and I really want to keep Love Diesel. It would help our business just because people would instantly associate us, but it kind of changes where we began. Are you laughing at it? So this
just combine Robert and Amanda, Robanda.
So here's the thing. So how about this? It's better for branding. I was thinking, at least for a little while, I will do Love Diesel dash Flip Aquatics, so that at least everyone that knows us as Love Diesel will find us and they'll be like, oh, okay, he's now he's Flip Aquatics, and then after so long we can either leave it that way, or Flip Aquatics by Love Diesel. So like something like that, and then if we ever want to just take Love Diesel completely out of it, we can. But at least that way, you guys will know that it's still me, and we didn't do it. So I'll have to read through and see what everyone said, but we're getting near the end, so I don't want to waste time just reading. And so that's something that we're thinking about. We can't call it. You know what? We can just You want to make more money with Amanda's Aquatics? Yeah, I can just change it to Amanda's Shrimp Keeping Channel, and like all of a sudden skyrocketing, like the new Taylor Nicole Dean. I don't know about that, but and so we'll see. But yeah. So I'll try to keep getting her on camera, and hopefully it works out, that she doesn't get like camera shy or anything like that. But she's been saying the camera now for like a solid 3 minutes, so I'm sure that it's going to be okay.
Making progress.
She's making progress. Keep it Flip Aquatics, Love Diesel for 3 months, then switch it to just say Flip Aquatics after. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. It's tough. It's really tough. Yeah, 100,000 subs next week if Amanda just takes over the channel. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's all about baby steps. You don't want to go too fast. You don't want to do anything prematurely. But we're nearing the end. So guys, we're gonna go over to Corey from Aquarium Co-op's channel. He's doing a live stream on cleanup cruise. Excited about that. It's gonna be a good time. And so we're all gonna head over there as soon as this one ends. What? Give me one more comment.
Sashimi said Golden Poodle Aquatics.
Golden Poodle Aquatics. Yeah, Emma's like our second mascot. She's awesome. Ooh, let's see. Hi, Rob. I've learned a bucket loads from you so far. Thanks for that, man. Want to get more involved in aquatics professionally. Was wondering if you would be in need of an agent in Europe. You never know. You never know. I could. Oh, it's 1:30. We got to end it. I'd love to come to Europe soon and meet everyone and talk from there. But let's go ahead and head over to Corey from Aquarium Co-op's channel. And he's going to do a live stream right now. And so I'm going to head over there. You guys should head over there too. You'll see me and Amanda over there in just a bit. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for all the love. Much love from this side of the camera. Much love from Amanda?
Yeah.
Much love from Amanda too. So you guys have a great night. And we'll talk with you guys soon. Later.